Look, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are trading live. We are trading Nasdaq, and today as well, we are going to trade the New York Judas model. And I think we have news by uh, 3 p.m. That is 10 a.m. New York local time. Have this news. So I'm expecting some delay in the formation of the Judas because of the news. Okay, I'm expecting some delay. This is 10 a.m. where we expect the news to happen. So we want to see the market reaction before 10 a.m. and then I think I mentioned this on the previous analysis and live sessions that due to the fact that Nasdaq on a daily for me is very hard to determine the bias. So I am trading Nasdaq since 4 to 5 months back. I'm trading Nasdaq with a discretionary approach, not with with a mechanical approach, not with a discretionary because of, for me it's very difficult to determine the bias. I don't know if Nasdaq is on high time frame is bullish or Nasdaq is going to be bearish or we are going to see reversal. I don't know. And looking at the daily, you can agree to what I just said. To determine Nasdaq bias is very, very difficult. We don't know where they are going to reverse, and then we don't know if the bull is over or if there is remaining movement to the upside. We don't know. So, as a market participant, you just need to adjust to a model, right? That is flexible with the market conditions. So that is why this New York Judas model is the model we have been trading profitably uh, in Nasara Forest Academy, and it doesn't care whether if the high time frame bias is bullish or bearish. You can always enter the market and navigate and be able to make the most of it. So now, as I said, I will be watching the market reaction 9:30 to 10, and then after 10, that is where I'll be looking for the model. I'll be looking for setup. Before then, I identify this low, this obvious low, and to the upside, you can see we have this relative equal this high and this high. Let me reconfirm the news. So 1 minute to 9:30. Mostly, if there is news like this, we have two or the second stage of manipulation. The first pulse movement will come by exactly 9:30, and then the news will also make the second Judas. So now this movement is not the one that I'm looking for because of the news coming in 30 minutes. Hello guys, I can see the comment section. I can see your message. Hello guys, I can see the comment section. Greetings to everyone that attend. So you can see mostly, as I said, there is always delay if there is high impact news by 10 a.m. UTC minus 4 or 3 p.m. Nigerian time. So when things like that happen, the Judas will always delay. After the news, then we have the pulse movement, and then we prem the setup. You can see the isn't as powerful as to say we don't have the news on the day. Okay, now we are seeing that surprisingly we are seeing the buy. Let me remove this line. Let it not distract you. Okay, we have this buy side. This relative equal high, and we also have another buy side today, a little bit above that. Wow, damn, these relative equal highs are now forged. This as well. So now we wait patiently. We just saw the market, how the market reacted by 9:30. Now we wait patiently for the 10 a.m. for the news because you can enter on a trap setup. We wait to see what the news come with, and after that we start looking for our setup. Wow. But the liquidities were taken, three highs, three buy sides. For me, any setup that will occur in between this time and news is half good. Okay. Someone said I stopped trading Nasdaq for some reason, and now I continue saying it. Yes, I continue trading it. Yes, I stopped for a reason, and then as I continue now, I also continue for a reason. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I stopped before because I had something. I do my own research as an individual, and then I later on come up with the conclusion that it is okay for me to continue trading Nasdaq, and that is it. Okay. Nothing is going to be tempting. Nothing is going to tempt me to take this trade. Honestly, you see, to say we don't have the news, then this is going to be break of structure and then fair value gap where I will execute. But because the news, honestly, I will not take this trade. I will rather let it slide. After the news is where the actual high probable setup will occur. And even though we can see the market is now above the 8:30 open, that doesn't mean this setup is high probable before the news. Okay, this fair value gap. I'll mark it, but I'm not taking any trade inside this fair value gap. So remain 15 minutes to the news. I don't know why I even host this live streams too early. It should be maybe 5 minutes before the news. So now is the waiting game, okay? And watching the reaction of the price before news. We saw how they aggressively swept all those relative equal highs, and then now giving this peg signal, and we can see a clear indication that it's getting invalidated before the news. So we have 10 more minutes before the news. I'm already sleepy. I'm so tired these days. I've been working on my new office, so I haven't gotten a rest since last 2 weeks. So now, yeah, since this high was violated during 9:30, now we look for new highs and lows, and this high, the end of the manipulation after 9:30 is uh, the high that we'll be considering. Okay, and then we have this trend line phantom. You can see a bunch of liquidities residing below. So now we just want to see what the 9:30 in 10 minutes, what the 10 a.m. news gonna do to the market. Are they going to push to the upside? Okay. I just saw someone wrote we should be doing it with us. Honestly speaking, I am putting a lot of effort on this YouTube channel. Like this session, I am doing this session in English because there are non-Hausa speakers who are attending, and they are the they are the non-Hausa speakers that are coming here. So for the live session, it's always going to be in English. Someone says, "What about the red folder news?" Yeah, that is why we have not engaged the market. We are waiting for the red folder news. Maybe it came late, and then someone said Muka Shiga, meaning they already entered. That is very bad. Okay, don't do that. Okay, always be disciplined and patience. Uh, Abdul says the news is why he is sidelines. Deep, 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 the peacock signature says, if I pronounce it well, impatient. Impatient. Are you impatient, bro? If you are impatient, you need to be patient. Okay. So we have this uh, bunch of trend line phantom. We call trend line phantom. The retail traders will see this as trend line liquidity. So we have this trend line phantom. This is just bunch of sell side liquidity that the market will sweep. The market will take out these liquidities. The market cannot let this liquidity go, so the market will sweep this liquidity. So 6 more minutes to go. So guys, excuse me for a minute. I'm going to step out and come back. You see, this spell setup I made mention earlier, it totally got violated as expected, and the market keep on generating this bunch of liquidities. So if the news take out this high, the one we re-identify, then I'll be looking for short, and partials or targets should be around this trend line bottom area or this old sell side liquidity. So we shall see where the news drive the market first. So this is the news. Don't mind all these lines, all these drawings, okay? I normally don't keep a lot of mark out on my chart. For me to have a sell, I would like to see them taking this high, and then I will be targeting this sell side. But the structure without taking this is going to be dangerous for me to participate. So I would like to see them coming to sweep this high, see high to reverse is generated. So this trend line quantum is invalid. They violated this trend line quantum, right? They swept one chop liquidities, I mentioned, because they engineered this and they swept it. So now, as I said, based on my protocol, I would like to see this relative equal highs be taken out before I could expect taking any entry to the downside. Had it been to say they take this high, then I would consider this fair gap as my entry. But for now, I will not take this. For me, this is less probable. Even if they return back to this fair value gap, it doesn't fulfill the criteria I want to see the market giving. So I will not directly engage into this. So I will watch. I'll keep on watching. This is one of the beauty of knowing what you are looking for in the market. Knowing what you are looking for, having some set of rules will filter out the bad trades, will only allow you to engage on the high probable setups, and then will remove that pressure of you wanting to execute trade. I just want to execute, I just want to trade. No, it will make you disciplined in such a way that any trade you are taking is trade you filtered and labeled as high probable, which has uh, great chance of playing out in your favor. So this is always what I do. So with this is why it's not every single day I trade. Sometimes uh, I can see a setup. If that setup do not fulfill my checklist, and then I just let it slide. The only thing is I want to ensure that at the end of the week or at the end of the month, I take some quality setups and whereby the condition is high probable and whereby I have absolute peace of mind with the setups, and then I take the risks and then I let the probability plays out. But due to that time and experience, there are certain times, certain setups that you filter out, and I don't engage such setups, especially if I classify it as less probable setup. Okay, we know liquidity is the most important thing, so this is why I want to see this second relative, second high. I mean this high. I want to see it taken out before having the setup to drop. So with anything before taking the liquidity, I will be afraid to be liquidated. So that means I will not be having the peace of mind to execute here. Without having the peace of mind to execute here, meaning I'm engaging in a less probable market condition, and I am always after looking for setup whereby I can execute that setup and go back to sleep. Like right now, I'm very sleepy. I didn't mean to say this setup completed the checklist, then I will enter this thread and just sleep for 1 hour and wake up to see if the setup give us profit or loss. But for now, I'm just watching. I would rather let the setup move without me than to take this less probable setup. So that is it. Someone asks, yeah, are we going for recovery setup? No, you are not going for the recovery setup. Today is not one of the days you can look for recovery setup. As I shared this knowledge for free on YouTube during FOMC day, CPI day, NFP day, or PPI day, these 4 days in a month, these are the days you are allowed to take a recovery setup. So let me remove this. Perhaps someone will just join this signal, this session, expecting this to be a signal. This is not signal. This is my projection and what I believe that this setup is not going to hold price in as much as they do not come and take these highs, then I will not be engaging. Okay. See, they are heading for the relative equal highs for the liquidity. Honestly speaking, guys, yeah, they just take it. I am very, very exhausted. I want to sleep. Perhaps if you know the model, you can look for the model after this liquidity fudge, or perhaps let's see if they can give this model in the next 5 minutes. If we can see the breakup structure in the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes before I sleep, then we can enter the trade together. But I'm very, very tired and so this is the actual thing I want to see. Breakup structure, return to fair value gap, and then take entry. Guys, I am sorry to say I'm going to end this live stream right here because I'm really, really exhausted. I wanted to sleep, honestly. So I'll not be pressing any button today. But this is the trade idea, and we have walked through right from 920, the analysis, calling the price to take those highs, taking the highs, stating why value gap might not hold price and it doesn't, and then expecting price to take this high before dropping, and now the price took this high. What left is to see break of market structure on any time frame before 11 a.m. and then return to pair value gap, and that is going to be the entry. But honestly speaking, I'm trying to endure, and it feels my body is telling me I need to sleep, and since my body is telling me I need to sleep, I have to sleep. This is just the return, and then tomorrow, next tomorrow, we are going to go live again. So, in case you are just new to this YouTube channel, you can go through my content. I do podcasts, I drop free YouTube educations, and I do live sessions pre live time by time, and you get to learn one or two things. And then make sure you subscribe, share, comment, and like.